Welcome to Movie Division. We will recap a movie title, The Amateur, a tale of revenge, justice, and redemption. Spoiler alert, watch out. The story of The Amateur begins in a quiet, unassuming shed where Charlie Heler, played by Rami Malek, is deeply engrossed in his work. Charlie is a cryptographer for the CIA, a man whose brilliance lies in decoding the most complex puzzles and secrets. His life seems ordinary, even peaceful, as he shares a tender moment with his wife, Sarah. Sarah is preparing to leave for a conference in London, and their goodbye is filled with warmth and love. Little does Charlie know, this farewell will be their last. Sarah's departure sets the stage for a series of events that will shatter Charlie's world. While she is in London, tragedy strikes. Sarah becomes a victim of a terrorist attack during a hostage situation. The news is delivered to Charlie by his superiors, Director Frank Moore and Deputy Caleb Horwitz. At first, Charlie refuses to believe it. The idea that his beloved wife is gone feels unreal until he is shown surveillance footage of Sarah being taken by armed men. The finality of her death hits him when her belongings and body are returned to him. Among her possessions is a puzzle she had planned to gift him, a poignant reminder of their shared love for solving mysteries. Overcome with grief, Charlie breaks down. But grief soon turns into determination. Charlie demands that Moore and Caleb take action against the terrorists responsible for Sarah's death. However, his pleas fall on deaf ears. The two high-ranking officials dismiss his request, claiming it's not a matter they can resolve in the way he wants. Frustrated and angry, Charlie decides to take matters into his own hands. Using his skills as a cryptographer, he digs into classified files and uncovers a shocking truth. Moore and Caleb have been orchestrating unsanctioned drone strikes in the Middle East, disguising them as suicide bombings. These actions were carried out for their own political agendas, and Sarah's death is just another casualty in their web of deceit. Armed with this explosive information, Charlie confronts Moore and Caleb. He threatens to expose their crimes unless they help him track down Sarah's killers. To ensure they take him seriously, Charlie claims to have a dead man's switch, a mechanism that will automatically release the classified documents to the press if he doesn't check in every 5 hours. Reluctantly, Moore and Caleb agree to his demands, but they secretly plot to eliminate him. Charlie is sent to Camp Ready, a training facility where he meets Colonel Robert "Hendo" Henderson. Henderson is tasked with preparing Charlie for field work, but it quickly becomes apparent that Charlie is out of his depth. He struggles with combat training and handling firearms, though he demonstrates a surprising aptitude for crafting bombs. Despite his efforts, Henderson concludes that Charlie is not cut out for the field. Meanwhile, Moore and Caleb's operatives discover that Charlie's dead man's switch was a bluff. With this revelation, they order Henderson to kill Charlie. However, Charlie, ever the strategist, anticipates their betrayal and escapes the camp before they can act. Charlie's journey of vengeance begins in Paris, where he tracks down the first of the 4 terrorists responsible for Sarah's death, Gretchen Frank. Using his skills, Charlie breaks into her apartment and discovers information about a clinic where she receives allergy treatments. He follows her there, disguising himself as a doctor to gain access to her room. In a tense confrontation, Charlie locks Gretchen inside her treatment chamber and stuffs pollen into the tube, causing her to suffocate. Desperate, Gretchen tries to fight back, but she escapes the chamber and runs into the street, only to be hit by a car. Her death is accidental, but it marks the first step in Charlie's quest for justice. He retrieves her phone and uses it to gather more information. Charlie's next target is Mishka Blažić, whom he tracks to a hotel in Madrid. With the help of his anonymous ally, Inquilin, Charlie learns that Blažić has a habit of reserving the rooftop pool for himself. Inquilin is revealed to be the widow of a murdered KGB officer. She becomes Charlie's partner in his mission, offering her expertise and resources. The two form a bond, united by their shared losses. In one poignant moment, Davies asks Charlie if she can sleep next to him, not out of romance, but simply to feel the comfort of another person's presence. Charlie agrees and their connection deepens. At the hotel, Charlie confronts Blažić during his private pool time. He informs the terrorists that he has rigged the pool's glass bottom to shatter. Blažić, realizing the danger, tries to escape, but Charlie activates the device. The glass shatters and Blazek plunges 16 stories to his death. The scene is both thrilling and chilling, showcasing Charlie's ingenuity and his growing willingness to cross moral lines. As Charlie continues his mission, he becomes a target himself. Henderson, under orders from Moore and Caleb, tracks him to Marseille. In a high-stakes chase through a nightclub, Charlie narrowly escapes by setting off an explosion in the bathroom. Henderson, impressed by Charlie's resourcefulness, begins to question his own role in the CIA's plans. The third terrorist, Elish, is located in Romania. Charlie lures him into a trap by pretending to stage an arms deal. He tricks Elish into opening a case containing a bomb that will detonate if he moves away from it. In a tense exchange, Elish reveals that the final terrorist, Horst Schiller, has fled Europe and is hiding on a boat in the Baltic Sea. Charlie promises to deactivate the bomb, but leaves Elish to his fate, walking away as the device explodes. Tragedy strikes when Caleb sends a strike team to eliminate Charlie and Davies. During a harrowing escape in Istanbul, Davies is fatally shot. Her death devastates Charlie, but it also strengthens his resolve. He vows to finish what they started, not just for Sarah, but for Davies as well. The final showdown takes place in Primorsk, where Charlie infiltrates Schiller's operation. He allows himself to be captured and brought onto Schiller's boat. In a tense confrontation, Schiller defends his actions, claiming that Sarah's death was an unfortunate necessity to demonstrate their seriousness to the authorities. He accuses Charlie of being no different, pointing out the ruthless methods he used to eliminate the other terrorists. The moral ambiguity of their exchange adds depth to the story, forcing Charlie to confront the darkness within himself. But Charlie has one last trick up his sleeve. While Schiller gloats, Charlie reveals that he has been stalling for time. The boat has entered Finnish waters, and agents, tipped off by Charlie, storm the vessel. Schiller and his men are arrested, bringing an end to their reign of terror. In the aftermath, Charlie leaks the classified documents exposing Moore and Caleb's crimes. The two are arrested, and Director O'Brien holds a press conference, acknowledging the whistleblower's role in bringing justice. O'Brien assures the public that Charlie is still alive and working with the agency, though his exact whereabouts remain unknown. The film ends on a poignant note. Charlie visits Sarah's grave, paying tribute to the woman who inspired his journey. He then returns to his shed, where he finds a plane Sarah had given him as a gift. Fixing it up, he takes it out to fly, a symbolic gesture of moving forward while keeping her memory alive. If you enjoyed this recap, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to get notified on our next fascinating recap. Don't forget to comment on your favorite part of the movie. Thanks for watching.